We spent 3 weeks and we went on 40 plus game drives. So join us for the ultimate safari. We're up close with Africa's wildlife, unfiltered, with honest reviews to help you plan your own adventure. In this video, we take you deep into the Klaserie Nature Reserve. Simbavati Game George is located in a private reserve on the edge of the Greater Kruger. It's a stylish, exclusive safari lodge with prime access to Africa's most iconic wildlife. 8 suites total, no crowds here. Welcome to Camp George. It's hard to believe that this exists in the middle of nowhere. Step outside and it's wild Africa. Inside, tasteful decor, smart layout, pure comfort. So far, we're loving every moment here.
Wow, outdoor indoor shower.
Yeah, I like the outdoor shower. It's beautiful. Thatched roof. Really nicely done. From our private deck, there's a dry riverbed, electric fence. We are right in untamed nature. We're facing the Waterhole, enjoying lunch, South Africa wine in hand, watching baboons outside the fence. It's a perfect prelude to our afternoon siesta. 3:30 p.m., handsome guide, an open-top Land Cruiser is our first evening game drive. Our first encounter, impalas in a small group. They're the most common and they're found everywhere. Here, elephants rule the road. Young bulls, they can be cranky and sometimes very aggressive. But eventually, they decided to let us through.
Where are you going, Teresa?
We're gonna find leopards. This isn't a zoo, it's the wild. And on game drives, every bend could reveal something incredible. Oh my gosh, I can't believe our luck. On our very first game drive, we came across something incredibly rare. A female leopard with a freshly killed impala, bigger than she is. I've never been this close to a leopard before. She was right beside the vehicle, dragging the impala toward a tree. Leopards always stash their kills high on a branch to keep the scavengers, like hyenas and lions, from stealing them. The strength of these animals is unreal. This impala was heavier than she is, but she still tried to haul it up. The big horns made it a bit tricky, and they got stuck in the fork of the tree. She's exhausted, so she finally lay beside her prize to rest. Unfortunately, during the night, 2 hyenas took her prize. When luck's on your side, it just keeps coming. Up the road, 2 rhinos are just grazing. We'd spent 2 weeks in Kenya without spotting one. Their horns are cut to deter poachers, But even hornless, they're massive, powerful, and incredibly majestic. The sundowner cocktail in the bush, watching the sunset, is absolutely priceless. Nights around the fire, sharing stories and laughter. It's a timeless ritual, and it makes us forget all about our modern lives. African winter mornings are cold before the sun rises up. A lonely male hippo got chased into this tiny, isolated watering hole. In a dry riverbed, this handsome lion soaks up the morning sun. Scratches on his nose tell of battles with rival males. Male lions live short, solitary lives, constantly fighting for territory and the right to mate. Good morning from Camp George. This is our first breakfast. It's unbelievable. The chef, he made, like it's still hot out of the oven, banana muffins, cappuccino, like an assortment of cheese. And this isn't even our breakfast that we've ordered yet. That's coming. Feeling very spoiled here. The staff is incredible. Okay, we just got our Camp George breakfast. 2 eggs, bacon, sausage, potatoes, mushrooms, tomato. It's kind of over the top. Looks pretty good. They have an amazing chef here. A safari day is similar to a lion's life. Hunt, sleep, and eat. 6 hours chasing prey, 8 hours dead asleep, 10 hours relaxing in the shade. And of course, eating. I think lions have the perfect work-life balance figured out.
What do you think about Camp George?
Well, this is our, 4th meal. And the chef is amazing. He's making everything from scratch, bread, like banana muffins,
Everything's gourmet.
croutons, everything that goes on the meal. It's from scratch.
Gourmet.
Gourmet food. Yeah, it's wonderful.
Delicious.
This is a small camp, only 8 units. And so it's not that many guests, and there's a lot of staff waiting on your hand and foot. These are just a little hors d'oeuvre, a starter.
Before the lunch?
Yeah.
What is cream cheese on bread?
Like a little canapé, tapa.
A little tapa.
It doesn't look like a
This is a
salad that you're familiar with. This is a South African style.
Where's the lettuce? There's no lettuce.
It's like it has bacon, chicken, his homemade croutons, and
How the salad's
maybe a little bit of lettuce at the bottom. It's 3:30 in the afternoon. We're back on the game drive and scanning the bush for action.
Elephants are mixed feeders, so they eat the full salad buffet. Right, so now if I was to break this open here, so that you guys can see what's going on the inside there. Alright, so let's just take a few pieces on the inside here. You can see a piece of a leaf. Alright? Yeah. Alright, so there's a leaf there. And let's see what else we can find. Usually it's quite interesting. You can find some roots. Just finding some more leaves. Here's a piece of a branch. Small piece of a branch. Alright, that's not convincing enough though. Here's some bark.
Wow, beautiful.
Yes.
Yes.
Now yeah, you can use elephant dung to actually start a fire. So it's not very flammable, so to speak, so it doesn't burst into flames. But what it does well is hold an ember. And the ember is that very orange hot piece that you use to start a fire. When you blow on it, it gets, yeah.
Yeah.
Makes it, it's all good. It makes a nice ember, and when you blow on it, it heats up, and then you put dry stuff like dry grass on top of that, and then you'll see you'll start to fire quite nicely. Fantastic. Lazy hippos. They'll start moving around a little bit later. Once it starts getting dark, once the sun sets, that's when they start aiming to move out of the water. They'll move as the afternoon progresses, as it gets later around sunset. They move towards the water's edge and then just bide their time and wait until they feel safe enough to eventually actually climb out of the water and then go about their nightly routine, grazing and looking for grass and nutrition.
They stay in the water to protect their skin, or?
Yes, that's exactly what it is. So they're quite susceptible to sunburn. So what they do is they stay in the water like this, which minimizes sunburn. And then, but also that being said, they do very often they go along the banks and they have another natural way of actually looking after themselves in terms of the sun. They secrete an oil, which is only found in hippo skin. And it's actually pink in color. Now this oil almost sweats out of the skin of the hippo and protects them against harmful UV rays. But it's more of an antiseptic than anything else actually. So this antiseptic helps them to keep their wounds clean because of the hippo's nature of being in water so much and so often, that their wounds can be susceptible to infection. Now this oil that they secrete actually just helps to flush that out and to keep it clean. So that antiseptic oil cleans the wounds and keeps them from getting algal infections or from getting infected from staying in stagnant water. Now, wildebeest is actually a direct translation from the Afrikaans word wildebeest. So wildebeest, wild cow or wild cattle, wildebeest. Right, so groups like this, they're usually accompanied by other animals. Doesn't seem like it today, but usually they are accompanied by things like animals like zebra, sometimes even giraffe. It's quite a popular plain game to be followed around with, especially with zebra. Zebra tend to like wildebeest quite a lot. They both eat different parts of the grass. So the wildebeest will eat the shorter stumps at the bottom, whereas the zebra will eat the longer pieces at the top.
Not far from the wild beast, we spot zebras. They're nervous, wired, and ready to bolt. They never relax. They're here to survive. Their eyes are locked on us. They can watch from the side of their heads, able to see behind them, even while running full speed.
Big bull, hey?
Yeah, he's big.
A very big bull. Everyone smelt him, right?
Yeah.
That smell that you get. So that's when a bull like this goes into must. He doesn't really want much to do with us, as you can see. Nonetheless, there's a spike in testosterone, and this spike in testosterone causes the elephant to basically become very irritable, extremely unpredictable, and very aggressive at times as well. The only thing that's going through this elephant's mind at this given time is one thing, and that's the ladies. Alright, so if you get between him and the ladies, then you are going to come into second place, I can tell you that much. He'll move you out the way. Now that's that smell that you're smelling there. It's very disgusting, so bear yourselves, bear with me here.
Our guide is incredible, calm, sharp-eyed, and patient. He knows every bird by name, every pile of dung by species. I'm not exaggerating. Okay, the chef just delivered his homemade bread, and this is what you call it. He invented it, by the way, a butter candle. The candle, he lit the candle, and it's going to melt the butter so that we can put it on his homemade bread. Yeah, that's the first for us. Well, like I said, he invented it, so you have to come here to get it. Melted butter. That's ingenious. The sun creeps over the bush, and it's a cold morning. We're wrapped in blankets and hot water bottles in our laps. We're back out hunting for adventure. Elephants, they eat up to 16 hours daily. This young male digs up wild potatoes with his foot and then lifts them up with his trunk. The most versatile, overworked tool in the animal kingdom. It's both brute force and delicate precision all in one. At that moment, another male appeared, ears flapping like sails, walking straight toward us. He seems determined to confront the other male. He isn't slowing down, and he's coming right towards us. Time slows. Our cameras shake. Our hearts are pounding. Nobody says a word. They look gentle, and often they are, until you push too close. Then come the warnings, the head shake, ears flare, trunks raises, or even a bluff charge. It's not aggression, just a clear back off. Out here, you listen. This bull, he came right to my side of the vehicle. I could hear his slow, deep breaths. I swear, he looked me straight in the eye. The guide whispered, "Don't move." He lifted his trunk to smell us. The tip right in front of me, close enough to touch. I didn't dare. I was too scared to even record it. With his curiosity satisfied, he turned and chased the other male away from the bush roots. Being near an elephant changes you. You feel humbled, alive, part of something older and bigger than yourself. It's winter, the dry season. Water is scarce, and every animal must find a watering hole. But here lies the danger. There could be a crocodile lurking below, or a lion stalking from the bushes, or a hippo watching you on the shoreline. Zebra herds are never relaxed. One twitch, one snort, one wrong move, and the entire group bolts. At first glance, it looks like dry grass, nothing but focus, and he appears. A young male leopard, the son of the female from our first drive. On his own now, an inexperienced hunter. He's unlucky with impalas. We watch him stalk right beside us, muscles low, eyes locked. Not stalking an antelope, but on a few big birds. Even the small kills matter when you're learning to survive. So far, every single game drive has been incredible. An electric fence circles the lodge. It's built to stop the elephants. They're the real wrecking crew out here. Other animals, they can just sneak or hop right over. We made great friends along the way, sharing drives, stories, and crazy adventures. This is the Kudu. It's a common antelope in southern Africa, and it's a favorite source of meat. It's tender and mild. Males grow long spiral horns. The females lack horns, but have large, sensitive ears for detecting predators. Their white stripes are natural camouflage, helping them blend with tree branches and the light. Their predators include lions, leopards, hyenas, and wild dogs. Kudus are alert, fast, and they're extremely difficult to catch. On our last drive from Camp George, the guide took us to a hyena den. 2 pups, yes, even hyena babies, are ridiculously cute. They are tumbling around outside the hole. For an hour, we watched them chase, wrestle, and argue over who's boss. Hyenas get a bad rap, but they're actually Africa's most successful large predator. Forget lions and leopards. Hyenas do most of their own hunting. And here's the twist. Their society is run by the females. Even the lowest ranking female outranks the highest male. Born with teeth, these cubs are already fierce. Their bite is among the strongest in the animal kingdom, able to crush bones and digest them completely. The mother appeared, silent and watchful, but she stopped short of the den. In an instant, the pups vanished underground, perhaps sensing her mood. Seeking peace, she chose the center of the road as her resting place, lying in the open, soaking up what is left of the evening sun. On the way back, we passed a sleeping lion, completely unfazed by our presence. I don't know if all lodges in South Africa are like this, but here, there hasn't been a single dull moment. Every drive has been epic. Later, we spotted this male animal just casually walking along the road. Lions, they love using the roads. It's the easiest way to cover distance, which makes them easier to track. Sometimes guides will follow their tracks for miles to find them. We followed this one until he silently slipped off into the bush, disappearing like a ghost. What do you think about Klaserie Nature Reserve? Share your honest thoughts and your own safari experiences in the comments below. Our next stop, Nkorho Bush Lodge, deep in Sabi Sand Nature Reserve. Another wild, unforgettable adventure is waiting. You'll want to be there for it. See you there.